right, Mr. Chair, we are now live.
Great, we're ready to begin. I'd like to call the meeting to order and acknowledge that we're in Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Ojibwe, Cree, and Dakota peoples. In the national homeland of the Red River Métis, our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. I'd like to introduce the members of the panel, myself, Kevin Stephenson, Tracy Anderson, and Kent Seelan. Assessment Department personnel, Mackenzie Omachinsky, and our administrator, Elizabeth Donison. To the Zoom participants of the hearing, please note you're placed in a waiting room until your property is called upon. When it is your turn, you will be admitted into the meeting. Kindly follow along on the City of Winnipeg's Board of Revision YouTube channel for the hearing process. Once the host admits you into the hearing, please close or mute your YouTube player. You will then be permitted to speak with respect to your property. Once your hearing is concluded, you can leave the meeting. We'll be hearing applications for revision of assessment roll in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that are made at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to you, all of you parties, as soon as possible. Please note that the board's decision with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of King's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included in the board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the points of appeal with your property to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will have the assessor's testimony followed by questions of the that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the board's decision by registered mail as soon as possible. All information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. Today we'll be hearing items 1 to 11 on our docket today. Ms. Donison, please affirm the assessor's and the applicant's testimony. I guess we'll hear docket is the applicant for number 1 on the docket, 2655, 61 Wildwood Park here.
Yes, they're present.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Assessors, please state your full name.
Mackenzie Omachinsky.
You affirm that the evidence you're about to give of this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Are we going to swear in the applicant as well?
Yes, I'm admitting him now.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Mirza, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
I think we might be having some technical difficulties with your audio.
Here we are. Yeah, I'm just trying to fix that audio. Give me 1 second. I apologize about that. Is that better?
Yes, that's much better. Thank you. All right. So we'd like to affirm your testimony to start off with here. So, Mr. Applicant, could you please state your full name?
Yes, so first name is Rahim, Rahim, and my last name is Mirza, Mirza.
You affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we'll begin with the assessor's evidence. Mr. Omachinsky.
Okay, thank you. So the roll number is 0308-1396-000. The street address is 61 Wildwood E Park. The neighborhood area is 609 Wildwood. The building type 1-story, building code single dwelling. The effective year and year built is 1947. The living area is 1,393 square feet. The basement type is full/part area. It is a finished basement. We have 1 full bathroom, 2 half baths, and 1 shower on record. We have central air conditioning, 1 fireplace, and a multiple detached garage. If we go down to land information, the assessed lot size is at 7,195 square feet. And if we go down to the assessment information, the 2027 assessment roll assesses the property at $457,000 with a total assessment per square foot at $328.07. Then we'll move on to the comparables. One thing to note is the neighboring area for all 4 comparables is 612 Crescent Park. If we move to the second page, you can see that I have a map of where the subject is in comparison to the comparables, and it is in a relatively similar area. Moving on from there, all of the comparables 1 to 4, their building type is 1-story. Their year built ranges from 1953 to 1956. The effective year built ranges from 1953 to 1961. Living area ranges from 1,100 square feet to 1,486 square feet. Basement type for all 4 comparables is full basement, with all of them being finished. For bathroom breakdown, full baths ranges from 1 to 2. All comparables have 1 half bathroom, and comparables 2 to 4 have 1 shower, and comparable 1 has 0. Next, there is a fireplace for comparable 2, and then comparables 1 and 2 have a single detached garage. Comparable 3 has a multiple detached garage, and comparable 4 has a single attached garage. The range for assessed lot size is 5,895 square feet to 7,014 square feet. The range for time adjusted sale price for the comparables is 434,800 to 449,800. And then the time adjusted sale price per square foot is $302.69 to $403.09 per square foot. I would be asking the board to confirm the value of 450,000, and that is my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mraz, do you have questions for the assessor?
No questions for the assessor.
Who is it?
Mr. Seelan, do you have questions for the assessor?
Yes, have you inspected the property at all?
I have not inspected the property, no.
Thank you. That's all my questions, Mr. Chair.
Mrs. Anderson, do you have any questions for the assessor?
Just one, Mr. Assessor, did I hear you correctly? You said confirm the assessment of 450?
457, 457,000.
Okay, that's what I heard 450, so forgive
Oh,
me.
okay. No worries.
Thank you. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Keep going online, yeah.
I had one question for you. Were there any comparables available in Wildwood Park itself versus around Fort Garry?
None that I would have found that were comparable compared to the ones that I had chosen. These I felt were the best for comparison for the subject property.
Do you consider there's a difference in value inside Wildwood Park or outside Wildwood Park in Fort Garry?
I wouldn't be able to speak to if there is a large difference. I know that just in comparison to where the subject property is, it is in relatively close proximity to the subject.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we'll hear from Mr. Mraz.
Sure, and Mr. Chair, just one note. I noticed that there was a typo on the paperwork. So the A and the Z in my name are backwards, so it's Mirza. But
Oh, Mirza, I'm
but
sorry.
that's okay. Mraz will do for the purpose of the
No,
but,
I'll switch to Mirza, sorry.
no problem. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So in our evidence provided, so we had provided 3 comparables that were all within the immediate area of the Wildwood Park area. You know, as you may know, the Wildwood Park area consists of a few different. It's a little bit more unique in comparison to some other neighborhoods in Winnipeg, where you have a bit more of a community within a neighborhood, so to speak. So the comparables that we have chosen were 32 Wildwood Park F, which is on the adjacent street, 303 Wildwood I, and 71 Wildwood E. Again, all within adjacent streets, which would be a little bit more in comparison to this specific neighborhood. They range, they are the exact same year built of 1947. The living area ranges between 1231 to 1,231 square feet to 1,130 square feet. Relatively same in terms of overall construction condition, etc. And the price values of the sale prices of those range from $399,900 to $420,000. I note that some of these comparables were taken from 2023 to 2026. If you use the a time-adjusted sale price, we have determined $427,900 to be accurate for today's value. With all that being said, the assessed value that we are seeking is a reduction from the $457,000 provided by the Assessment and Taxation Department to a reduction of $440,000 even. That is what we are seeking for this specific property. With respect to the assessor's comment about visiting the property, I would say the property itself has been tenant occupied for quite some time and has not received much renovation or overall capital improvement. So I would say the property's condition is quite a bit different than that of a primary occupant style home. So I do think that that should play a bit of a factor. So once again, to reiterate, we are seeking a reduction to $440,000 for this property.
Thank you. Mr. Omachinsky, do you have any questions?
No questions at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Seelan, do you have any questions?
Yes, have you visited any of the comparables you have here?
I've done an exterior tour of those comparables. I have not visited the interiors.
Thank you. That's all my questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Anderson, do you have any questions?
Thank you. I do not have any questions.
I have a question. Mr. Mirza, do you consider story and a half good comparables to one-story buildings when comparing cost per square foot?
It really depended upon the interior conditions. So the comparables we looked at, we were able to search the MLS database of the sold history. And so the interior condition is kind of what we were able to try to compare with these properties specifically. But no, in short, 1.5 story versus 1 story would ordinarily be different. I think the main thing we were trying to seek was square footage. And in order to achieve that square footage, that's where we were able to pull in those additional comparables.
So you say they're ordinarily different. How are they different?
Like accessibility can play a factor, for example, for a potential purchaser or whatever the case may be on that front.
With reference to
but in
price
terms of,
per square foot, though?
from a price per square foot perspective, I would say that they would be relatively comparable. Like a 2-story home versus 1.5 story, I would treat as relatively closer to 1 story and 1.5 being similar to that of a 2-story. So I would say price per square foot, I think that is fairly comparable to each other.
I have no further questions. I guess I have to check to see if there's any rebuttal to anything here. Is that the next step? Before we carry on, like we've heard both your sides and we've finished all our questions. Is there any rebuttal that the assessor would like to bring up?
I have no rebuttal to bring up.
And Mr. Mirza?
Nor do I. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Well, thank you. I guess you might as well stay, Mr. Mirza, because we have 2 more properties for you on the docket today. I'm going to move property 6 up on the docket to in the 3rd position because it was spread out a bit.
Appreciate that.
Okay, I guess we'll conclude then 61 Wildwood Park, and then we'll get on to 192 Wildwood Park. So, Mr. Assessor, please start with your presentation.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. The roll number is 0308128100. Street address is 192 Wildwood B Park. Neighborhood area is 609 Wildwood. The building type is 2-story. It's a single dwelling. Year built is 1947 with an effective year built of 1972. Living area 2,187 square feet. The basement type is full basement. It is unfinished. There is 2 full bathrooms, 1 half bath, and 1 shower. There is central air conditioning on the property, and there is a single detached garage. The assessed lot size is 7,196 square feet. The land influences include a walkway. And the 2027 assessment roll values the property at $625,000, and the total assessment per square foot is $285.78. Moving on to the comparables, all of the comparables are in the neighborhood area of 609 Wildwood. All comparables are a 2-story building type. The year built ranges from 1940, or all 3 of the comparables are built in 1947. The effective year built does have a range of 1977 to 1997. The living area for these comparables ranges from 1,644 square feet to 2,008 square feet. Basement types, the comparables 1 and 2 have a full/part area, with the comparable 3 having a full basement. All 3 basements are finished, and for bathroom breakdown, all 3 comparables have 1 full bathroom. Comparables 1 and 2 have 2 half bathrooms, with comparable 3 having 1 half bathroom. Comparable 1 has 2 showers, and comparables 2 and 3 have 1 shower. All 3 comparables have central air. They all do also have a fireplace, and comparable 3 has a single detached garage. The range for assessed lot size is 621 square feet to 8,844 square feet. For the time adjusted sale price, the comparables range from 608,100 to 698,300. And the time adjusted sale price per square foot ranges from $302.84 to $386.62. My recommendation is that the board would confirm the value of $625,000. And that would be my presentation. I am open for questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mirza, do you have any questions for Mr. Olmachinski?
Yes, Mr. Assessor, a similar question to as before. Have you visited this property as well?
I have not visited this property.
Okay, no further questions, Mr. Chair.
Mrs. Anderson, do you have any questions?
Just a couple. With the effective age of the properties and the comparables, can you tell me what kind of renovations have been done to warrant that?
I wouldn't know the exact type of renovations for the comparables or the subject property. Usually it would be, it could include if they had redone, and this, I can't speak to them specifically, but typically renovations would be if they had redone the kitchen, if they had any kind of interior partition, like removing a wall and putting up a new supporting beam. I'd be if they had completed renovations on the bathroom. But I don't know the specifics for the comparables for what would warrant the effective age.
Okay, so you're not aware of any permits that were pulled for any renovations for the subject property?
For the subject property, I did look into if any recent permits, and I wasn't able to find anything on record as far as recent permits would go.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. That's all.
Thank you. Mr. Seeland, do you have any questions?
No questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Mr. Mirza, please present your evidence. I have no
All right,
questions.
so
Sorry. I skipped across myself before I said I had no questions. My apologies.
No problem. So with respect to the comparables that we've found, so basically we found comparables at 368 Wildwood Park G, 33 Wildwood F, 203 Wildwood A. So again, within the immediate area. We do note that the subject property does have a larger square footage of 2,187 square feet in comparison to the comparables of ranging at smallest end is 1,644 to the highest end of 2,008 square feet. Not to repeat too much of the information from the assessor, but ultimately the subject property here again has had a long-term tenant, been in the ownership for a very long time of about two decades or so, if I recall correctly. And hasn't had much interior or exterior improvement for that matter. In fact, the exterior is a little bit more, could do with some updating to that extent. The comparables all have fireplaces. The comparables all have, escaping the word, finished basements. The subject property does not have a fireplace, doesn't have a finished basement. And so we aren't seeking a huge reduction, but we are seeking a reduction to 610,000. So the assessment that we had received was 625, recognizing that the square footage is slightly larger or larger for the area. However, given the no finished basement, the exterior not being the greatest, and also the interior cosmetics not being relatively similar, we're coming to that 610,000 determination that we would like to seek. The one comment I'd like to make is the time adjusted sale price of the three comparables that we had range in between 608,000 on the lowest end to, 543,000 on the lowest end to 635,000 on the highest end. Again, recognizing that this property has larger square footage, but doesn't have much of an interior or a finished basement for that matter. That concludes our submission.
Thank you. Mr. Omachinsky, do you have questions?
No, I do not have questions at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Seeland, do you have any questions?
Yes, have you inspected this property?
Yeah, I have, yes.
You have, and when did you inspect it?
192 Wildwood Park. The last time I was at this property was in early June of last year, or of this year, sorry.
Did you inspect both inside and outside?
The interior and the exterior of this property, I did, yes.
Yes. And what would you say the condition is? I know that you mentioned there's a tenant, but what would you say the condition ranges from poor to excellent? What would be a description that you would have for this property?
I would say good. So saying there's poor, good, very good, excellent, for example, or say there's the purposes of three, poor, good, and great. I would say this would range between around the good range. It's definitely not great and definitely not poor, but I would say it's around good.
Does it require any substantial repairs by any chance?
I don't know if it would require a substantial repair. I mean, there are some structural questions that we have. I myself am not a structural expert, so but there's some question marks that I had and that we were seeking some expert opinions on. Unfortunately, don't have that at this time, but nothing substantial that we've noticed aside from a deck. I think that the exterior deck could use some improvement and then some fence work and stuff like that.
Thank you. That's all my questions, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. I have no questions. I'll give you both the opportunity for rebuttal. Mr. Mirza, if you have any rebuttal.
I have no further rebuttal.
Mr. Omachinsky?
I have no rebuttal either.
Okay. And that concludes 192 Wildwood Park, 26-6 on the file number on the docket. We're going to jump to number 6 on the docket now, as it's the same appellant, 26 Paradise Bay. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Omachinsky.
Thank you. Just give me one moment here while I make that switch. All right. So for 26 Paradise Bay, the roll number is 0100465690. The street address is 26 Paradise Bay. Neighborhood area is 627 South Boyne. Building type is 1 story. That's a single dwelling. The effective Year built and year built are 1961. The living area is 3,094 square feet. It is a part basement that is unfinished. There is 2 full bathrooms, 1 half bath, and 1 shower. There is central air conditioning. There is 1 fireplace and an attached multiple garage. The assessed lot size is at 30,707 square feet with a heavy traffic influence. For the 2027 assessment roll, we have it valued at 644,000 with a total assessment per square foot at $208.14 per square foot. There was a sale of the subject property in September of 2022 for 669,900. And then moving on to the comparables. So there are 4 comparables. All of these comparables are in the 627 South Boyne neighborhood area. They are all 1-story. And the year built ranges from 1962 to 1975, with the effective year built ranging from 1962 to 1989. Admittedly, the living area for these subject properties is smaller. This was just due to having difficulty finding comparables with the size of the subject property. But the living area ranges from 2,015 square feet to 2,430 square feet. The basement type is for comparables 2 and 3 is full, and for comparables 1 and 4 is a full/part area, which are all finished. For full bathrooms, they ranges from 2 to 1, half bathrooms 1 to 3, and for showers, it ranges from 1 to 2. There is no central air conditioning in comparable 1, but comparables 2 to 4 have central air. There is 1 fireplace in comparable 1 and 2 fireplaces for comparables 2 to 4. There is a attached multiple garage for comparables 1, 3, and 4, and a detached multiple garage for comparable 2. The assessed lot size ranges from 13,350 square feet to 22,000 square feet. The time adjusted sale price for the comparables ranges from 635,000 to 905,200, with the time adjusted time adjusted sale price per square foot ranging from $315.14 to $372.51 per square foot. My recommendation is that the board would confirm the value of 644,000. That would be my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Mirza, do you have any questions?
Yes, Mr. Assessor, have you, so 2 questions, and I guess one's a follow-up to the first one, but have you visited the property yourself?
I have not visited the property or inspected the property myself.
Okay, and are you, like, do you have any further information with respect to the property's basement specifically?
No, I do not. Just what I have on record here, or what I've spoken into the hearing.
Okay, very good. I have no further questions, Mr. Chair.
Ms. Anderson, do you have any questions?
Just one. Is a multiple garage a double or is it a triple or what? And are all of the comparables the same type of garage? Like they're all doubles or all triples?
To my knowledge, they would be considered double garages. I don't know. I can't say for certain that they're all just double garages. There may be a triple within the comparables, but typically with properties you would see just a double garage.
Okay. And I think that's it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Seelan, do you have any questions?
Just to confirm, a part basement is a partially finished basement?
So a part basement is just the basement type. So it would be part of the property's area. It wouldn't be a full basement, so not the entire downstairs of the proper basement of the property would be available. A part basement would be it'd be part of the property, or part of the building would have a basement. The other would not. There would be no basement. And the part basement is what we have on record is that the part basement is unfinished.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. That's all my questions.
Thank you. I have one question. There seems to be quite a disparity in the square footage of the comparables versus the subject. Were there no other similar areas or comparable areas that you could have gone to find something of this size?
Not that I was able to find within like the neighboring area or even close neighboring areas from my own research. This was this was the best for comparables that I had found.
Thank you. No further questions. Mr. Mirza, we'll hear your testimony.
Sure. So thank you, Mr. Chair and the panel. So with respect to this property, we will say it is unique in the size of square footage. This home is a larger square footage for the neighborhood. Fortunately, we were able to find similar comparables in the immediate area. So our comparables range from 63 Paradise Drive, 29 Willow Ridge Road, and then 9 Paradise Bay, all relatively in the same area. And I apologize. I think I said Paradise Drive for 63. I meant to say Paradise Bay. Square footages of those properties range from the low end 1,503 square feet to the high end being 2,376 square feet. The biggest thing we would like to draw to this is that all 3 of those properties have full and finished basements and functioning basements. The subject property here does not have a usable basement. The basement is strictly utilitarian in the sense that there's literally no area or ability to finish it or to have any source of usable area for this basement. From a real estate marketing perspective, we would almost call this to be either a slab or a crawl space, but the fact that there is a bit of a pit, I understand the city is saying that there is a basement, but in true reality, there is no usable basement for this property. For that purpose alone, is the reason why we are seeking a reduction, not a huge reduction, but a reduction from 644,000 to 630,000. We recognize and understand that the interior condition, exterior, and square footage do warrant a bit more of a higher value compared to some of its comparable size. But with the no usable basement, we feel that $630,000 is a little bit more realistic with current market value. From a dollars and cents perspective, the recent comparables that I had listed earlier range from 486,000 on the low end to 609,000 on the high end. And again, recognizing that square footage is higher, however, no usable basement. Once again, to reiterate, we are seeking a reduction of 14,000 to a total value of $630,000. That concludes my testimony.
Thank you. Mr. Omachinsky, do you have any questions for Mr.
Yeah, I just have two quick questions. So for comparables 2 and 3, I just wanted to confirm the sale date for those properties.
Sure. So for comparable number 2, the sale date that we have, I don't have the exact date, but it was they were both in 2026.
Okay. Thank you. And then my other question is, do you happen to know the price per square foot for comparable 1?
For comparable 1, I apologize. I don't have that information readily available here.
That's okay.
Any further questions, Mr. Ochinsky?
No, that is it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, you're welcome. Ms. Sanderson, do you have any questions?
Just one. To your knowledge, has this home been renovated in any way?
Yes, this year, earlier this year, this property has had a bit of an interior cosmetic renovation. Nothing extravagant, mainly just floors and paint.
Floors and paint? Kitchens and
Correct.
bathrooms?
I believe not as of yet. I believe that it was a planned thing for later this year, but not as of yet.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Seelan, do you have any questions?
Yes, you've inspected this location?
I have.
And what would you say the condition of the location is presently?
Presently, I would say it would be good. Good to very good.
And when did you inspect it?
I was here in June of this past June here.
Thank you. That's all my questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. I have no questions. An opportunity for rebuttal, Mr. Mirza?
No rebuttal from my end, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Omachinsky, any rebuttal?
No rebuttal. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And that concludes 26 Paradise Bay. Thank you very much, Mr. Mirza. We can move on from you now, and we'll be determining our decision at the end of this docket today.
Thank you very much. You all enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Now we'll move on to the third item on the docket, 941 McMillan Avenue,
Yes. And I will admit the applicant.
file 2657.
Yes, the name by the
If you could swear in the applicant, Ms. Donison.
Good morning, Mr. Sinclair. Good afternoon.
Hi, hello.
Hello, I'd just like to swear you in for your testimony today. So,
Sure thing.
Mr. Applicant, would you please state your full name?
I'm sorry, you kind of broke up there.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. Would you please state your full name?
Full name, Nicholas Sinclair.
Excellent. Do you affirm that the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And would you like to turn your camera on, please?
1 second. Okay.
Okay. Mr. Omachinsky, please proceed with your testimony.
Okay, thank you. The roll number is 1203-015-6000. The address is 941 McMillan Ave. Neighborhood area is 601 Crescentwood. The building type is 2.5 story. It's a single dwelling. The year built is 1911 with the effective year built of 1941. The living area is 1,637 square feet. Basement type is full/part area and it is unfinished. There is 1 full bath and 1 half bath on record with central air conditioning. The assessed lot size is 3,020 square feet, and the 2027 assessment roll values the property at $400,000 with a total assessment per square foot at $244.35. Moving on to the comparables, for comparables 1 to 4, or sorry, comparables 1 to 3 are in the same neighborhood as the subject property at 601 Crescentwood, with comparable 4 being in the 110 McMillan neighborhood area. All comparables are 2.5 story. The year built ranges from 1903 to 1913, with the effective year built ranging from 1933 to 1942. The living area ranges from 1,647 square feet to 1,936 square feet. All basement types for the comparables are full basements, with comparables 1 and 4 being unfinished and 2 and 3 having finished basements. Full bath, all comparables have 1 full bath with all comparables have 1 full bath. For half baths, it ranges from 0 to 2, and for showers, it ranges from 0 to 1. There is no central air on record for any of the 4 comparables, and there is a single detached garage for comparables 1, 3, and 4. Sorry. The assessed lot size ranges from 3,311 square feet to 4,038 square feet, with the time adjusted sale price ranging from $418,000 to $514,600. The time adjusted square price per square foot comes in at $227.30 to $294.65 per square foot. And then on the back, or on the second page, there is just a map of the comparables to the subject property. And that would be my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Omachinsky. Mr. Sinclair, do you have any questions on the testimony that Mr. Omachinsky just provided?
No.
No? Okay, thank you. Mrs. Anderson, do you have any questions?
Yes, Mr. Assessor, do you have any evidence of permits for this to again address the disparity in the relative age?
So Not necessarily. I did look into permits and to see what had been taken out, and there was one permit that was issued May 2nd, 2024, and it was structural alterations to reinforced wood joists on the second floor. That wouldn't speak to the effective age. That would have been done by another staff member at a previous time, and I wasn't able to find the information on for the reason for the effective age.
Okay, and so you're not aware of any other renovations that have been done to this property?
I am not. No.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chair. That's all.
Thank you. Mr. Seeland, do you have any questions?
Yes, have you inspected this property?
I've not inspected the property.
Thank you. That's all my questions, Mr. Chair.
I have no further questions. Now, Mr. Sinclair, you have an opportunity to present your evidence. I will remind you that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. It's typically sales data prior to the reference date of April 1st, 2025.
Yeah, so I guess the PDF where I did mostly that is invalid evidence.
Well, I just say
So
that
what
to make
about-
the best use of your time. That's why I'm telling you that. Sorry.
Okay, so what about like, I guess, size of houses or size of lots in my neighborhood? Are those comparable?
Basically, we'll look at differences in value and differences in condition to yours versus the ones that are being compared to, like that you would compare to the sale data.
Okay, so I'm only able to compare it to the, what was it, 4 properties that were collected
Yeah.
in the attached? Okay. And I don't know. I've got like nothing.
You can speak. I'm just trying to help you along here. You can speak to what the assessor brought up if you like, and compare your property to those if you'd like. But if that's what you meant.
Well, I'm not familiar with those properties. I guess those are based off of the sales. So if that's the only, I guess, acceptable data, then I guess the value can really only go up. And comparing my house in terms of like size versus other houses that have been assessed lower, if I can't do that, then I've got nothing.
Well, I would suggest you describe the pictures you have there too, of that you
Sure.
provide.
If you want to go through those, I've got pictures of the floor, which as you can see, they're kind of like separating. It's pretty bowed. The house is sagging fairly dramatically on one side. The exterior paint is definitely in need of a new paint job. It's peeling pretty badly in some areas. And yeah, unfinished basement, cracks in the plaster from shifting, and some damage to the soffits on the 3rd story.
Anything else that you'd like to add?
Nope, that's everything.
Okay, Mr. Omachinsky, do you have any questions for Mr. Sinclair?
No questions at this time. Thank you.
Mrs. Anderson, do you have any questions?
Just a couple questions. In the picture with the teleposts, what are you showing us there?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's a little unclear. So I got the 2 teleposts and a string from one end to the other. I was trying to judge sort of the difference between each telepost. And in this one, it's particularly off. And that's kind of like part of why the flooring is very bowed.
Yes. All right, and then the last picture, it looks like a radon detector app on your phone, is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you telling us? What story are you telling us with this picture?
We got radon in the basement.
Okay,
Yeah. High level of radon, which I guess would require some sort of remediation.
yes. And then the last question for me, sir, is you've shown a picture of the basement wall. What does this picture telling me a story of here?
Just confirming that the basement's unfinished. and like not like a livable space.
Understood. Thank you very much, sir. I love it when we get pictures, so thank you for that. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. Mr. Seelan, do you have any questions?
Yes, do you have any, have you got any quotations on what it would cost to repair the deficiencies in the home?
The efficiencies? No, I'm not aware.
But do you have any quotes to repair the deficiencies, the issues that you see?
Oh, the deficiencies. Sorry. I got an estimate to get the house painted. It was around 70K. That's the only thing that I've really gotten an assessment on.
Okay. Would you say your house is in poor condition, good condition? What would you describe as your house?
I would say it has a lot of character, but the
Sure.
exterior paint is more of a, I guess, medium to poor condition in some spots.
Okay, thank you. That's all my questions, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. I have no questions.
Excuse me, Mr. Chair.
Yes,
I thought of another question,
no problem.
please.
Please ask.
Mr. Applicant, can you tell me what value you think would be fair for your house?
That I haven't thought about.
Okay, you're seeking a reduction. So
Seeking a reduction, yeah, but I
Yeah.
have no idea how these things could even be calculated. So
would you like to give us a figure?
I don't have one. I think I just can't give you one right now.
Okay. You can pick a number if you want.
Honestly, I'd just rather leave it up to you guys.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Any rebuttal on your end to what the assessor said? I know you're pretty much done, but I have to ask that again from you, Mr. Sinclair.
Nope.
No, Mr. Womachinsky, any rebuttal?
No rebuttal here. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We're gonna close this off and make our decision and send you an answer as soon as possible. We're
All
gonna
right.
move on to the next item on our docket, number 4, 701 Coventry Road, file number 2674.
Mr. Chair, the applicant for that item is not present.
Okay, we'll move it to the end of the docket, and then if they're still not here, then we'll decide whether we proceed. Move on to number 5, 30 Holdsworth, file number 2675.
The applicant is present in person.
Sure.
Yes,
Okay.
and if I can swear you in.
Sure.
All right, Mr. Applicant, would you please state your full name?
Roger Clementine?
And you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Absolutely.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Okay, so we have an issue to address of late evidence, I guess. It was provided past the due date. Mr. Eldridge, do you have a reason as to why it was provided late?
What, Roger, you mean?
Or
Yeah, it's Roger.
Roger?
Yeah, I provided all of my evidence firstly, then I got the assessor's evidence on Tuesday. Looked at it Wednesday morning, so I haven't provided any new evidence. All I've done is a clarification on basically what the assessor had given me. So there's nothing new in it. It's all the city's numbers. I just
All the same that we have.
In just a couple of days ago.
There was nothing new then, Ms. Donaldson?
Nope.
Or what we
It
have on
was,
file, or what we have on file was submitted late?
no, what we have on file was submitted on time. This is new evidence. The evidence, it's a response to the evidence that the
Oh,
assessor.
okay.
I can go through it verbally, or I just gave a graphic to show what the issue was. That's all.
We have to decide whether we accept that or not, right? That's where if there's a reason, if something came late, so you're saying that you're.
Yeah,
willing to go
I'll,
through-
if you accept my synopsis, that's a one pager, that's fine. If you don't, I'll explain it in words. It's the same.
Your original stuff was on time. I think it was the stuff that came later that we have to determine whether we accept.
Yeah, fair enough, but I can, what came later, I can also ask him questions. It's not.
Okay, now I have to, this is process. I have to go in camera with the other board members to decide whether we're going to proceed with the late evidence or not. Ms. Donnison.
Yes. I'm just going to put our assessor in the waiting room. And if everyone would like to move us to the mobile.
Just make a comment on behalf of the other people here. There's two other people in the room that are to present, but I don't think any of us understood that it would be done in this format, so there may be a parking issue. So if somebody has to leave and plug the parking meter, they'll let you know.
Mr. Chair, we are now live.
Thank you. So we've decided to add the additional evidence on your communication and rebuttal with the assessor. So if you could just add that, Ms. Donnison, to the shared drive, and we can add it to so we can see it.
Did you want to request that during the rebuttal phase of our process?
I could. What's the difference of just adding it now?
None, we can distribute it, just double checking if you want it to follow our
It's
process.
fine. Let's just add it now. And
Okay.
It was just meant as an issue to help verify my process.
it's not a problem. It's just for a formality of us whether we add it or not after the date. That's all. So we want to see what went on. So. Maybe we can start with Mr. While they're adding that, we can start with Mr. Omachinsky's presentation.
Do you want me to start? No. Sorry. Do you want me to start now?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. The roll number is 10002951100. The street address is 30 Holdsworth Ave. The neighborhood area is 619 Tuxedo. The building type is 2-story. It's a single dwelling. Year built and effective year built are 1968. The living area is 2,302 square feet. It is a full basement that is finished. There is one full bathroom, 3 half bathrooms, and 1 shower. The central air, there is air conditioning in the home on record. There is 1 fireplace and an attached multiple garage. The assessed lot size is 9,746 square feet, with the 2027 assessment roll valuing it at 767,000, with a total assessment per square feet at $333.19. Moving on to the comparables. For comparables, all the comparables, all 8 are in the neighborhood area of Tuxedo. They are all, to my knowledge, yeah, they are all 2-story. The year built ranges from 1962 to 1976. And the effective year built ranges from 1964 to 1982. The living area for these comparables ranges from 2,360 square feet to 2,677 square feet. All of the comparables except for the last are full basement types, and they are all finished except for the exception of comparable 3, which is unfinished. Full baths range from 2 bathrooms to 1, or 1 to 2 bathrooms. For half bathrooms, it ranges from 1 to 4 bathrooms for half, and then for showers, it ranges from 0 to 4. There is central air conditioning in all of the comparables except for comparable 7. And there is a multiple attached garage for all comparables aside from comparable 8. And there is a sunroom for comparable 4, and there is an in-ground pool for comparable 8. The assessed lot size ranges from 8,787 square feet to 10,978 square feet, with the time adjusted sale price ranging from 680,900 to 1,127,500, with the time adjusted sale price per square foot ranging from $283.71 to $454.64. I would like to state now that I do believe comparable 8 is the weakest comparable. There is a bit of a submission error on my part. Normally, I would condense my comparable search or findings to 4 comparables. There was an error on my part where the submission included additional 4. And then on the last page there is just a map showing the subject property in comparison to the comparables in the area. And that would be my presentation. I'm open for questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Bean, do you have any questions for the assessor?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But first, I'd like to know if Mr. Omachinsky has the additional information I provided. Has he seen that?
I'm not sure if I have the addition, like
It was the one pager that I sent.
Okay, I don't. Let me check if I have it now. Oh, I do. Sorry, I did just get an email for it for the rebuttal here.
Are you able to open it and follow along with me, just so that?
Yeah, absolutely. Just give me one moment.
Okay. Thanks.
Right.
So in my comparables, which I provided in my write-up, I was looking at the immediate area and houses that I knew that were in essentially original condition or close to original condition and similar size. So I came up with that's how I approached it. Now your comparables, I believe, are based primarily on size and area. I would contend that a number of them are superior, but I'd like to just zoom in on 2 of them.
Mr. Bean, this is just questions for the assessor. We're going to give you the opportunity to present your evidence afterwards.
Okay.
This is just questions on what he presented right now, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay then. On comparable 5, the time adjusted sale value was 680,900, correct?
Correct.
And what is the current 2027 tax roll value?
I do not have the assessed value of that property in front of me at the moment.
It's 904 according to your website.
Okay, yeah.
On your comparable number 4, it has a time adjusted sale price of $1,127,500. Do you have the 2027 property tax roll number for that one?
I do not have the 2027 assessed value.
Okay.
It would just be the sale value I have.
Mr. Bean, if I could interject here.
Yeah.
Comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value.
Oh, I agree, but they are. But we're talking about the actual prices, right?
All we look at is the market value as a reference date of April 1st, 2025. So, and we use comparable sale data to determine that, or condition of property typically. We don't compare assessments across properties to determine value.
Okay, then I'm just presenting the numbers that the city gave me, nothing else. So I'm looking at, you gave me a comparison number for comparison 4, you gave me a sale price number of $1,127,500. For Compra 5, you gave me a $680,900 comparison price. On the 2027 city tax assessment roll, they're both valued at over $900,000. Please explain. How can that?
Sorry, you want me to explain?
how can one house be overassessed by $223,000 and another house be underassessed by $197,500 on the
I
current
would
tax bill?
I wouldn't
Or
know how
comparable.
to, yeah, I wouldn't know how to explain those specific properties just due to I haven't my research for has
Okay.
strictly been for the subject property and not a
Yeah,
deep
but
analysis of the assessed value for the comparable properties.
but would you agree that a house that sold for, or that you're on your own valuation is $680,900 as a time adjusted valuation, and a house that has a $1,127,500 time evaluation should not have the same tax bill?
Can you
I'll interject again. We're not here to talk
Okay.
about tax amounts. We're here to talk about property value as a reference date. That is the only thing we can make a decision on today. Is their property value at the reference date based on other values.
Fair enough. So I included your comparable number 5 in one of my comparables that I used, which is a very fair comparison to our property. It's essentially original. It's relatively the same size. It's around the corner from us, and it's sold for $634,000.
Okay.
So if I take a 6% area average
Again, I'll give you I'll give you time to present. This is just time to ask the assessor questions about his presentation right now.
Well, the only question I would have is how on a comparable you have a $447,000 tax roll difference between sale values.
Again, you're gonna ask questions on values. We're not talking about tax assessments here, comparable tax assessments. We're only looking at property values.
Okay. Then if it's simply property values, then I would suggest that 7 of your 8 comparables don't account for the differences in properties. One I agree with. Like two of your comparables I included in my evaluation. One I showed as superior, and the other I identified as being similar, which was 19.
You have questions for the assessor about those properties?
Yes. Why would my house not be similar to 19 Glastonbury as far as value?
Well, I included it in the comparables sheet, so there is similarities, but there is also other sales that I have included that I believe support the current assessed value for the property.
Have you been in or viewed any of the other comparables?
I have not inspected any of the other comparables.
Were you given an invitation to visit my house?
I was not, no, but I did.
No, you were.
On myself, I did not request the
Okay,
invitation to inspect.
Did you look at any of the previous information that was from the city's appraisals when the city came into the house in the last 2 times?
I did.
Nothing's changed in the house since the city appraiser came in the last 2 times.
Right. That's what I have also.
Did you look at any of that information?
I had looked at the information of the previous notes from the assessor inspectors. Yes.
So what would be the justification where the area averages a 6% change to go to a 27% change?
When it changes from when there's a new assessment roll, that is based on sales data. It's based on a model value created by sales data. So it's a reflection of sales data for the reference period of January 1st, 2023 to April 1st of 2025. Some properties will fall outside of the median.
So I would suggest that if my property hasn't changed at all in the last 2 years assessment time period, it would be in the average value of 6%. It wouldn't be 27%. There's no justification has been given to me for a 27% change. And I did ask for that, and I did invite somebody to come and see it again. I've had an appraiser in 5 times in the last 26 years, and I've had a city appraiser in twice in the last 26 years. Every 2 years I go through this exercise, and every 2 years the data gets wiped out.
Do you have any other questions for the assessor? And we'll give you your
I'll stop
opportunity.
there. I'll stop there. Thanks. I'll stop.
Definitely we'll give you your opportunity to present, Mr. B.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Seelan, do you have any questions for Mr. Omachinsky?
Yes, is this all model driven?
Yes, the value for the subject property is model driven.
Obviously, there's a like glitch where you've given us 8 properties and typically you would give us 4 comparables. If I asked you to give me the closest comparable to the subject property, which comparable would you tell me would be closest in your opinion?
In my opinion, I believe the closest comparable would be 22 Aldershot Boulevard.
Which is comparable to. Okay.
Comparable number 2, correct.
Yeah, thank you. Have you inspected the property by chance?
I have not. No, I have not.
Just double checking. Okay, thank you. That's all my questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ms. Anderson, do you have any questions?
Just a couple, thank you, sir. Have you any evidence from permits that any work has been done on this
Uh,
property?
I did look into if permits had been taken out, and there had been nothing that came to my attention for a recent past for permits
Okay.
being taken out for any kind of work.
Thank you. And are you aware of any renovations that have taken place at this house?
No, to my knowledge, that there has been no indication that there has been renovations.
Okay, thank you. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Anderson. I have no questions. Mr. Bean, now you have an opportunity to present. I would ask that you focus on value and not on comparing assessments, as we don't take assessments into consideration.
Fair enough. I think I've got across my point. Our house is, I've been the tenant for 26 years. Our family has been in the house for 26 years. Every assessment cycle, the background of the house gets wiped out and I have to go get another appraisal. I gave the history of that in my evidence. The average for the neighborhood was shown as 6%. I'm fine with that. A 6% increase is I think reasonable. A 27% increase with no change to the house in 2 years seems incorrect. I did a comparison of 19 Glastonbury, which is a 2,400 square foot home built in 1969, which sold in 2023 for $634,000.
Can you tell me what page that is on what you submitted?
Oh, that would be, I think, the second page. Second page. There's 2 tables on that page.
Oh, under line item number 2 there.
That's right.
Property
Yeah.
sale books.
So I took 4 properties that I knew to be in essentially original condition, long-term owners. And in the case of most of the properties, including the comparisons that were provided by the assessor, I've been in 4 of the comparisons provided by the assessor, and I've been in a couple of these properties here. So 19 Glastonbury sold in 2023 for $634,000. It's slightly larger, but it's around the corner. It's 2-story with a 2-story attached with an attached double attached garage. I would call it the best comparison of the bunch that I provided. 22 Devonport is 2,307 square feet. It sold in 2024 for $560,000. It's a split level, but I know that it is in very close to original condition, and it's a similar size, similar area, slightly different configuration, but square footage the same. 22 Aldershot is 2,360 square feet. It was built in 1990. That's 1964. Sold in 2023 for $722,000, $500. It is superior. You only have to drive by it to see it's been vastly upgraded. So I don't consider that an equivalent. 30 Aldershot, which is just on the corner from it, was 2,987 square feet. It was built in 1965. It sold in 2024 for $860,000. It is similar condition, a similar age of house, but by far a superior lot and a larger house. So I came up with a square footage comparison of $276 per square foot for the houses I looked at. There were 2 on my list that were on the assessor's list as well. So that matches pretty darn close with the 6% for the area. Now, if I take the assessor's comparables, as I just pointed out, there's In my opinion, 7 of the 8 are far superior, and that's not only borne out by the sales value, but a couple of them are well over $1 million. Additionally, where you show effective year built, the comparison I just made with Compa 4, I know it's been renovated twice. I've been in it. It's been for sale twice in the time I've been there, and it's been renovated completely. Okay, so if you haven't been in these houses and you haven't looked at the outside of these houses, this isn't a comparison. In my neighborhood, if it's a solid house of original construction and the house has good bones, a builder will come in, they'll buy it for between $650,000, and they'll sit on it until they can either renovate it so somebody can have their McMansion or knock it down and go even bigger. But that's the price. If you're looking at comparables and you go into the neighborhood, nobody's going to look at it and hey, you know, they look at the house, okay, it's all original. I got to put in this much money for kitchen, bathrooms, all of these renovations and that. I'm going to go buy something down the street that's, yeah, it's more money, but I get all of that for less of an investment. So a 6% increase, I think, is fair. And I don't think we've got comparables here. And I think in my first explanation, where there's a $447,000 difference between 2-year comparables and sale value, but to get the same taxes is you know, I've heard no explanation for why that's the case.
Thank you, Mr. Bean.
So I have a question for you. I'm asking for the area increase, which I think is fair. And the assessment is asking for 27% increase. Do you either do one or the other, or do you make a decision as somewhere independently? In other words, you know, you come back with.
We evaluate this based on the sale data and the value at the reference date of April 1st, 2025. That's how we come to our decision.
But I'm saying, I'm asking for a certain number. The assessor's saying a certain number. Do you have the leniency to say, we think it's somewhere in between that number, so we make that the decision, you decide 10% or something like that? Is that what the Board of Revisions has the ability to do, or just pick one number or the other?
We meet and decide based on the value that you've presented and the value that the city's presented, and we come to a decision. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Like,
well, then I'll put on the record that I think 6% is the fair number. I think, you know, if the difference between the decision is 6% or 10%, well, I guess the 10% is better than the 27, but I do not think that we're anywhere in the right.
Again, I think you're comparing it to assessment value, where we're going to look at sale data to tell us a number. I'm just trying to be fair so you can articulate exactly where you're coming from to kind of.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, then, if we're just going to go on assessment value, I would say that the sale value, I would say that the value of our property is somewhere between 650 to 675 maximum.
Do you have anything further, Mr. Bean?
No.
Okay, I'll open it up to questions then for you. Mr. Omachinsky, do you have questions for Mr. Bean?
Yeah, I just had one question. I know that while looking just at your comparables, that we shared the same comparable of let me pull it up here. I believe it was 22 Aldershot, and that you stated that the condition was superior. And I know that you said that you had driven past it and there had been clear upgrades. Do you know, can you confirm at the time of sale that those upgrades had already been done, or do you know if maybe these upgrades had been done post?
They haven't been done.
Sale.
I live in the neighborhood. I see it. I know who's got a wind bin outside pulling your house apart and who doesn't. And I know what goes on. No, it's been upgraded for a long time.
Okay, yeah, because when I was doing my research, when I reviewed, I know we can't include MLS listing photos anymore. But when I was looking, it looked like there had been maybe some minor upgrades to maybe the kitchen, but everything else looked original as far as the interior goes. So I just wanted to confirm.
There's drastic disparities in my neighborhood in price. I mean, I can drive around and I did. There's houses, several of them that have been bought by builders at the price range I was telling you about, and they're just sitting out and waiting for somebody to want that lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if ours was going to go onto the market, that's where I'd be. A builder would be buying it and sitting on it for somebody who wanted to invest a bunch of money.
Okay, thank you. I have no more questions.
Ms. Anderson, do you have any questions?
I do. I have a couple of questions actually.
Sure.
Mr. Applicant, do we have any renovations done at your house?
I haven't done anything in decades.
Okay. I think that's it then. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Seeland, do you have any questions for Mr. Bean?
Yes, I do. Page 2, you have 19 Glastonbury, and you mentioned that this location is property is very close all around, good match for your subject property as far as physical size, layout, condition, and the street.
Yes.
You have an assessed value at time of sale of 807,000. That is something you calculated at 807,000?
No, that was on before they switched over to the 27 assessments that was available on the website, city's website.
So this is,
They were already over assessed significantly.
I apologize. So this was an assessed value. This wasn't a sale adjusted price then.
No, that's what they were being taxed on at the time.
Okay, assessed value.
They had an assessed value for taxation of 807 on the house, and it sold for what was it, 634. And now they have an assessed value of what is it, 904 for a house that sold for 634. And it hasn't changed because I drove by it. It's the same house. It's looks like a builder has taken it on. It's basically empty. The windows are open, and it's been that way for at least a year or more. So, it's not like that number is reflecting a change.
Okay, that's all my questions. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Well, I had one question again too. So out of you had referenced the assessor's comps. What was your closest comp again to yours on the list that the assessor provided? I think you'd said that before. I'm just asking you to repeat it.
19 Glastonbury. And I had independent of the assessor's information, I had identified that in my information, 19 Glastonbury is the closest fit.
Okay, I just wanted to reiterate that. That's all. No further questions for me. You have an opportunity for any rebuttal if you want, Mr. Bean, or to say anything else.
No, I think I would just again emphasize that this is an exercise I've had to go through many, many times, and that there's huge disparities in our neighborhood, and I would also say that the effective year built argument doesn't match the properties at all. Like, I look at the list of the comparables, and I've been in them. I know which ones have been renovated 1, 2, 3 times in 20 years, and all of your effective dates are older than 20 years, older than 26, almost 30 years old. So that's to my mind, that's a meaningless number.
Thank you. Mr. Ombuchinsky, any rebuttal?
No rebuttal, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Well, we're going to close this and we'll render our decision and get it out in the mail to you as soon as we can. Thank you very much for your testimony, Mr. Bean and Mr. Ombuchinsky.
Thank you for your time.
I'm going to recommend that we take a 5-minute break right now.
All right.
Sounds good. Sorry, so just to confirm, we'd be starting back up at 2:30?
Sure.
Okay.
2:31, I guess, or
2:31? Okay, sounds
let's
good.
make it 2:32. How about that?
That was perfect.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. See you in a bit.
Or you can not leave.
Number one.
Yeah, what's the number on the, you guys are on the list?
Mr. Chair, we are now live.
Thank you. I'll call the meeting back to order. Now we'll look at item number 7 on the docket, 177 Waverly Street.
Yep.
So,
All right, and let me swear you in.
Yep.
Mr. Applicant, would you please state your full name?
Brian Kirk,
Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
yes, it is.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Okay, thank you.
And will you be presenting?
I'll just apologize a little bit because this is my first time in this process.
Not a
But
problem.
I'll do my best.
Not a problem. We do our best to try and help you out too, so.
Thank you.
So we'll hear from the assessor first, and then you'll have an opportunity to ask questions, and then you'll have your opportunity to present, and then you'll be asked questions. That's how it'll go down. Mr. Omachinsky, I also understand you have a recommendation to reduce, Mr. Omachinsky?
I do, yes.
Okay, so maybe continue with your presentation and then with your recommendation to reduce.
Okay, will do. Thank you, Mr. Chair. So the roll number is 1204-189-8000. The street address is 177 Waverly Street. The neighborhood is 631 Wellington Crescent. Building type, 1-story. Year built and effective year built, 1945. The living area is 1,094 square feet. It is a full basement type that is finished. There is one full bathroom and one half bathroom. There is central air, and there is a single attached garage with a multiple detached garage. The assessed lot size is 7,388 square feet. And the 2027 assessment values the property at 565,000, but I will be doing a recommendation for a lower value, so I will be going into my comparables. So for the comparables, comparables 2 to 4 are in the same neighboring area of 631 Wellington Crescent. The other comparable is in 601 Crescentwood. If you were to go to the next page where we have the map, just mapping out where the comparables are, it is in relatively similar distance to the other comparables in that in the same neighborhood as the subject property. Continuing on, all the comparables are 1-story. The year built ranges from 1922 to 1952, with the effective year built ranging from 1929 to 1952. The living area ranges from 936 square feet to 1,188 square feet. All comparables have a full basement that is finished. There is full baths range from 1 to 2, and no comparables have a half bath. There is central air in comparables 1 and 3, and no central air in comparables 2 and 4. There is no attached garage for the comparables, but there is a multiple detached garage for comparables 1 and 2, and a multiple single single detached garage for comparables 3 and 4. The assessed lot size ranges from 5,996 square feet to 6,558 square feet. The time adjusted sale price I will be including for comparable 1 because it is on the reference date. Ranges from 441,500 to 545,000, with the time adjusted sale price per square foot ranging from $418.18 to $458.75. My recommendation after reviewing these comparables is to reduce the assessment to $468,000 to better reflect the April 1st, 2025 market value change. That would be my presentation. I am open for questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry. Mr. Kirk,
Yes.
now you have the opportunity to ask the assessor some questions. The assessor is also recommending a reduction to 460.
Sorry, I just wanted to add that our two comparables at 159 Elm Street and 157 Oxford are on Academy Road, which right on Academy Road with lots of traffic. The ones that are on the email that I got, none of them are on Academy Road.
So the assessor has recommended a reduction to 468.
Yep.
You can choose to agree, or you can choose to present and proceed to ask for a value that you think is
choose
more
to
appropriate.
agree.
Sorry? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said I would agree.
You
with
agree with the,
assessment.
you agree with the
Use
468
assessment.
reduction?
Yes,
Yes?
yep,
So then we'll close this hearing, and then you've agreed, and you can leave. Or if you feel that
we've
value is too
agreed
high,
and we
you
can-
can
and we
present.
can go, is that right? Yeah, okay,
Unless you want to present to try and get a lower value with us, then you can present. But otherwise, if you accept 468, we will move on to the next on our docket.
no, we're great. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Thank you. So the applicant has accepted the reduction, the city's request to reduce to 468, and we'll move on to the next on our docket.
Yes, I will admit the next applicant in the columns, that's item number 8 through Sue.
1460 Liberty Street.
That's correct. Yes, that's correct. Mr. McCombs, are you with us?
Is Mr. McCombs here?
I've admitted the applicant to the Zoom meeting.
Okay.
I'm waiting for him to respond.
But it is based on a 2021 market value. I feel like the comparables that are presented here.
I'm sorry,
The value there.
Mr. McCombs?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Do you have questions to the assessor on what he has just presented?
Yes, I do. How is the, what is the,
Would you please mute the video that you're watching, sir? And once you've done that, we can unmute.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Wonderful. Welcome. Ms. Donison, can you swear in the applicant, please?
Mr. Applicant, would you please state your full name?
Kevin McCombs?
Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Mr. Omachinsky, please start with your presentation.
Okay, so the roll number is 0100155350. The address is 1460 Liberty Street. The neighborhood area is 658 Wilkes South. The building type is 1 story. It's a single dwelling. The effective and year built are both 1996. The living area is 1,743 square feet. The basement is a full basement that is finished. There is 1 full bath, 2 half baths, and 1 shower. It has central air, a fireplace, and multiple attached garage and multiple detached garage. The assessed lot size is 46,382 square feet with the land influence of no sewer and no water. The 2027 assessment roll is valuing this property at $851,000 with a total assessment per square feet at $488.24. Moving on to the comparables. All four comparables are in the same neighborhood area at 658 Wilkes South. They're comparables 1 to 3 are 1 story, with comparable 4 being a bi-level. The year built for the comparables ranges from 1965 to 2011. The effective year built ranges from 1973 to 2011. The living area ranges from 1,602 square feet to 2,211 square feet. The basement type for comparables 1 and 3 are full basements. Comparable 2 is a walkout, and comparable 4 is a full / part area. All of these basements are finished for the comparables. For full bathrooms, comparable 1 has 4 bathrooms, comparable 2 has 1, and then comparables 3 and 4 have 2. For half bathrooms, it ranges from 0 to 2 bathrooms. For showers, it ranges from 0 to 1. All comparables have central air, and all comparables have a multiple attached garage, with comparable 4 also having a multiple detached garage. The range for assessed lot size is 44,108 square feet to 119,266 square feet, and all of the comparables share the no sewer, no water land influence. The time adjusted sale price range for the comparables is 727,700 to 1,126,200. Time adjusted sale price per square foot ranges from $407.22 to $703 flat per square feet. And that would be my presentation. I would recommend that the board would confirm the value of $851,000. Thank you, and I'm open for questions.
From me?
I believe so.
Okay. I was just wondering, like, I had this done in July 23rd, 2025, and the house is estimated at $550,000. So how does it go up to 851,000?
Sorry, are you talking about a previous assessment?
Yes,
Or
by you guys. I had somebody come out to my house. I sent the paperwork in to you guys when I applied, and it was assessed at 550. And that was in July 23rd, 2025. So
okay, I don't know if I've sorry.
$300,000.
Yeah, so this like the model that has been provided, or sorry, the value that's been provided today, or the assessed value that I'm recommending, is a model-driven value. So it would be a value that's based off of market value given from January 1st of 2023 to April 1st of 2025.
Well, okay, I've got paperwork from you guys. Have you guys never got it? I sent it to you. Should have a copy of it. So I had Drew come out, and he walked around the house, and he got back to me July 23rd with an estimated or a assessed value of 550.
Okay, I'm looking, sorry, I don't know if I have that information, but I'm going to look for it now.
Yeah, I sent it in.
Do you know if you had submitted that information for evidence as well?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Then it should be.
I think he's referring to page 3.
Page 3. Let's see here.
For 2024 assessment year, and it was on July 23rd, 2025.
Okay, yeah, so that is referring to the that would be the previous assessment.
Right.
So based on the comparables that I had looked at, my value, what I'm arguing is that the board confirmed 851,000 because that was based, like, the previous certificate of agreement would have been for the previous roll year in 2025.
But I mean, I fight you guys every year on this. My road is awful. It's nowhere close to any of these. These are all paved roads. and they have septic fields. I don't have a septic field. It
Mr.
costs-
McComb, I'll
Yes.
just pause you for a second. This is
Yeah.
an opportunity just to ask the assessor questions from their presentation. We're going to give you an opportunity to present all your evidence
Okay. Yeah.
after this.
Yeah, okay.
So if there's something that the assessor presented that you want to ask questions on, this is your opportunity to do that now.
Okay, did you check to see if any of these houses had septic fields?
I did not, no.
Okay. That's the only questions I have, like,
That's the only question you have of what he presented, and you will have
Yeah.
full opportunity to present all your
Okay.
presentation after
Yeah.
we all ask some more questions.
sure, no
Thank you.
problem. Yeah.
Miss Anderson, do you have any questions?
I have no questions, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Seeland, do you have any questions of Mr. Omachinsky?
Yes, have you inspected this property?
I have not inspected the property, no.
I see quite a bit of disparity in the comparables. I asked you to pick one. Do you think you could pick one that would be closest to this property or similar to this property?
Yeah, out of these comparables that are in front of me, I would cite comparable 1 or 3 being the closest in comparison to the property. I would more lean so towards 3, although I do want to note that it is newer than the subject property.
Certainly. Well, thank you. That's all my questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have no questions. They were asked already. So now, Mr. McCombs, you have an opportunity to present what you've provided to us here.
Okay, my thing is that I pay $425 a month to get my septic pumped. These guys have fields and it costs them nothing. We all haul water, but these guys all have septic fields and I don't. So I mean, I'm already paying almost $5,000 a year on sewer, which is absolutely ridiculous. And that's when Drew came in and said the house is worth $550, and that's because those septic fields here.
Are you
But I
finished,
mean-
or do you have more?
Yeah.
Do you have more to present?
Well, no, every year I'm the same way as some of the other people that said, you know what, we fight every year on this tax assessment, and to be raised by $300,000, I thought, you know, if it's 6%, fine, I'm good with that. But by 300,000, like I built the house back in '97, and I'm a pensioner, and you guys are trying to move me off the street. I was talking to people from the city about this, and they said, well, you got 2 Jets hockey players living on your street. And I said, I don't make $8 million a year, which is absolutely ridiculous. Well, they say, well, it's a great street. Well, because we have 2 Jets, that's ridiculous.
Anything else to add, Mr.
No,
McComb?
that's it. That's it.
Okay. Mr. Omachinsky, do you have any questions for Mr. McCombs?
No, I have no questions. Thank you.
Mr. Seeland, do you have any questions for Mr. McCombs?
Yes, I do. What would you place for value on your property based on that this is a new assessment cycle? What would you value your property as?
Around 600,000, I would think.
Okay. Is there any major renovations or anything that your house needs? Any structural issues or?
I haven't done anything to the house since it was built, other than we put a garage in the back.
Okay. Is there any deficiencies that need attention?
Actually, I need a new, somebody's out, I gotta do shingles. And so I'm gonna be doing shingles in the near future, and my driveway's fairly crooked with the Unistone. So I have to do that. And the front road down Liberty Street's a mess, eh? Like it was supposed to be paved, and I've got a car that I can't even drive it down the street without touching bottom. So I mean, there's like Charleswood Road and McCurry is a lot better, and our road is absolutely crap. And I've been on talking to counselor about it, and they dug it up last week and it's been sitting there. They were supposed to dig it up last year. So yeah, that's where I sit.
Have you got any quotes for the driveway or the shingles?
No, not yet. I just put a claim in, so they're gonna have a look at it. I haven't got nothing back, but I don't have any idea what it would be worth.
That's fair. Thank you. That's all my questions, Mr.
Yeah,
Chair.
thank you.
You're welcome.
You, Ms. Anderson, do you have any questions?
Mr. Seeliff covered it all for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have no further questions either. You have an opportunity for rebuttal, Mr. McCombs, if you like.
No, I'm good. Like,
Say something else.
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Mr. Omachinsky, any rebuttal?
No rebuttal from me, thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very much for presenting. We'll make our decision after we're done the docket today, and we'll get you an answer as soon as possible via mail.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. We'll move on to the next item on our docket, number 9, 3 Oak Lawn, file number 2661.
Yes.
Ms. Donnison, please swear in the applicant.
Yes, I will admit the applicant on Zoom. Mr. Parada, are you with us? Hello.
Hi there, I'm here.
Mr. Applicant, would you please state your full name?
Mark Lestaverado.
Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to hear the city and the applicant's testimony for 3 Oak Lawn. Mr. Omachinsky, please start with the city's presentation.
Okay, thank you. The roll number is 0309-165-7100. The address is 3 Oak Lawn Road. The neighborhood area is 680 Bridgewater Forest. The building type is 2-story. Year built and effective year built is 2017. The living area is 3,065 square feet. The basement type is a full basement that is unfinished. There's 3 full baths, 1 shower. There is central air, 1 fireplace, and a multiple attached garage. The assessed lot size is 5,453 square feet. And in the assessment information, the 2027 assessment roll is $861,000 with a total assessment per square feet at $281.91. Moving on to the comparables. For comparables 1 to 3, they are in the same neighborhood area as the subject property at 680 Bridgewater Forest, with comparable 4 being 684 Bridgewater Trails. If you refer to the map again, it is in a relatively similar area as the subject property. I included it due to it also sharing it not having a full basement, or sorry, unfinished basement. All the comparables are 2-story. The year built ranges from 2012 to 2017, with the effective year built being the same. The living area ranges from 2,746 square feet to 3,168 square feet. They all have a full basement, with comparables 1 to 3 having a finished basement and comparable 4 having an unfinished basement. The full baths range from 1 to 4, half baths 0 to 3, and showers 1 to 3. There is central air in all except for comparable 4 in all the homes, and there is fireplaces in comparables 1 to 3, except for comparable 4, there is no fireplace. All the comparables have a multiple attached garage, and for the assessed lot size, it ranges from 4,527 square feet to 5,806 square feet. The time adjusted sale price for the comparables range from $826,400 to $904,700. My apologies. The time adjusted square price per square foot ranges from $262.50 to $329.46. My recommendation is that the board can confirm the value of 861,000, and that would be my presentation. I'm open for questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Omachinsky. Mr. Verada, you have an opportunity to ask Mr. Omachinsky any questions on his presentation.
For my property, you point down that there's one shower. We don't have a shower there.
Okay, so there'd be 3 full bathrooms, but there isn't an additional shower in any of them, so it'd be a mistake on our property record.
And on your paperwork, you assessed it as 280.91. You stated it was 281.91.
Oh yeah, I meant for like the price per square foot is $280.91 per square foot. That is my mistake if I misspoke.
Also, what's the most comparable to my property based on your assessments?
Based on my assessments, the most comparable, less the basement finish, would likely be 136 Park Valley Road. Yeah, that would be the most comparable in my opinion.
Sorry, just want to clarify. So that's comp number 2?
Correct, comparable number 2. I would like to
one
know,
that's-
sorry, I would like to cite that I understand that it is slightly larger and that it is 5 years older than the subject property.
It's also got a full basement that is finished.
Correct, yeah.
How does that influence the pricing?
It would be in a reflection of the sale value. It would typically, a finished basement compared to an unfinished basement would be more desirable from a home buyer's perspective.
How much is the value point for that?
I wouldn't be able to describe an exact value point, just based it can differ from neighborhood regions, and the size of the basement and the amount of the percentage of the basement that would be finished on the property. That I do not know for comparable to.
That also has adjusted price of 262, where I'm at 280.
Correct.
It's a finished basement, bigger square footage, yet I'm smaller with an unfinished basement and I'm priced more. Can you explain to me why that is?
So that is just, in my opinion, that is is the closest comparable, but I did include 3 other comparables to provide a range of value for homes that are similar to yours, and that would be, the range is from 826,400 to 904,700.
Understood, but I already asked you which is the most comparable to mine, and you stated comp 2.
Yeah, and I would stand by that, but there are differences, such as there is a finished basement, but it is also 5 years older, and yeah, although it is the most comparable, I think I would recommend that the board would look into the other comparables as also supporting evidence to the value of 861,000.
Comps 1 to 3, the one that's close to my neighborhood, they all have finished basements.
Correct.
And yet, square footage price-wise, I'm almost at the top
Of that range. So square
of that
footage
range.
per price, you're like, for the first 3, you're, I would say, about in the middle of that range. So the range for those 3 would be 262.50 per square foot to 329.46 per square foot.
Except for the fact that I still don't have a finished basement. So if I had a finished basement, that would increase my square footage price, correct?
It wouldn't increase your living area. That the living area is just for the upper levels of the property, like the living area square footage that is recorded in the comparables. But yes, having a finished basement would increase the value of your home, which would then subsequently increase the living or the total assessment per square foot.
So then how do you explain me having is it just because my house is younger compared to comp 2 that I'm priced higher?
It is, I wouldn't be able to say confidently that is the case. That would be an attributing factor to why your home would be valued more, is that it is newer. But I wouldn't be able to speak confidently to that would be the only factor.
So what are the contributing factors that makes me priced higher compared to comp 2?
So from what I can see here, the only thing that would be on this paper that I can speak to would be that your home is newer. And yeah, that would be it from what I'm reading on the paper here. And that yeah, that would be all.
So wouldn't that mean even if the house is newer, there's been no work done to my house, the value of that house, comparatively speaking, is still going to be less compared to that comp 2. On a sale perspective, comp 2 would still be valued more than my house. The amount of full baths, the finished basement, the square footage, in every other aspect, it is bigger and is priced higher. So shouldn't I still have a comp that is close to at least comp 2?
So you mean like a comp
Well,
being your
if you look at
Mhm.
my square footage assessment, it's 280, whereas comp 2 is 262. So shouldn't I be still closer to at least the 262?
Because with the 3 comparables that are directly in your neighborhood and including the 4th comparable, that falls within the range of the 4 comparables that are like, if we were to look at 81 Willow Creek Road, it doesn't have a finished basement. It's built the same year as yours and it has less square footage. But the time adjusted square price per square foot is close to $20 or $19 about higher per square foot compared to your home.
I understand, but that also has 1 full bath, 3 half baths, and showers. Is that included as an assessment for pricing, or is that not?
The half bathrooms and showers would also attribute to the value of the assessment and attribute to sale price.
So if we're looking for an average between both comp 2 and comp 4, is that what we're doing, or is that just?
That's not what I would be pointing towards. I would want the board to be looking at all 4 and making their decision based on the four comparables that I had provided.
I understand. Right now, I don't have any more questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Seeland, do you have any questions for Mr. Omachinsky?
No questions at this point.
Thank you. Mrs. Anderson, do you have any questions?
I also have no questions. Thank you.
Thank you. I have no further questions either. Mr. Verada, you now have the opportunity to present your information, and I will reiterate that you might have heard from previous presentations that we don't consider comparisons of assessments into considering our valuation. We look at sale data to the reference date of prior to the reference date of April 1st, 2025.
Thank you. As the assessor stated, if he's going to compare to comp 2, then we should just compare to comp 2. If that's the most comparable to my property that he's saying, then it should still be comparable to that. The drawing of comp 4, that is not even in my neighborhood. That is just because it's comparable to my square footage, which is still not, because it's 2,700 minus 3,000. If he's going to state that comp 2 is the closest to me, then I believe it should be closer. I should be closer to comp 2's sale price square footage. Now, I understand that it's older, but if that's the only thing that's making this a difference, where the comp 2 has a finished basement, bigger square footage for housing, that should still, the amount of years that it has, which is just 5 years. There's been no updates done to my house since it was built. There's been nothing renovated. If anything, the value of my property should be closer towards comp 2 if that's the case. To me, it doesn't make sense to go closer to comp 4 that is not even in my neighborhood, besides the fact that it was just built in the same year. There is nothing else that's comparable to mine that is with comp 4. If you look at the fact, besides the fact that it's got the same year built, square footage is not the same. It does, besides the finished basement, that's it. It doesn't have a finished basement just like mine, but that is the only thing that is the same about it. I don't really have anything else besides those 2 points. Is the fact is, to me, if you're going to price it and it's going to give me an assessed value, closer to 262 makes sense to me. Having such a high price of 281, just because when you balance it out, doesn't make sense to me. I understand 262 because that's the most comparable to me. I don't understand how I'm going to 281 when the other properties that he's listed doesn't have anything similar to mine. That's all I have.
Thank you very much, Mr. Verada. Mr. Omachinsky, do you have any questions for Mr. Verada?
No, I have no questions at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Anderson, do you have any questions for Mr. Verada?
Just one question. You make a good case about the comparables, but can you tell me what value you think your home should be?
Originally, I was looking at it as around $810,000, simply because if Comp 2 is the most that we're comparing to, and if you look at the fact that it's a finished basement, which in asset-wise, that's anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 in value. If we're not looking at it from that point of view, let's say just actually building that at this time frame, which they did. I'm sorry, I don't have the data when they did this, but it could have been anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 that they put into the house. I'm not looking for $50,000, $100,000 of a price difference because that's unrealistic. But what I do expect, what I am looking for is, if I don't have a finished basement, why am I being quoted for a house that's priced like a finished basement? It should be around $810,000, which to me makes a lot of sense, right? Which is still under the value of Comp 2, but it's still within that range between in the neighborhood.
Thank you.
That's yes, you're welcome.
That's a good answer. Thank you very much. You're very helpful.
I wasn't looking for something where it's like, $700,000. I get that my house should be valued at a certain amount, but it shouldn't be comparable to a house that finished their basement. And it's also bigger than my house by an extra 150 square feet almost.
Your logic is sound. Thank you. That's it for me, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Mr. Seelan, do you have any questions?
No questions, Mr. Chair. My questions have been asked and answered. Thank you.
Thank you. I think you've been pretty extensive on, I think I have any more questions either, Mr. Verada. You have an opportunity for any rebuttal now, Mr. Verada, if you'd like.
I don't really have any kind of rebuttals. I'm just looking at it straight from the numbers perspective. All logic, reason. There's no emotions about this. Market value wise, I get it. But as she pointed out, what I'm logically asking for is not extreme. It's just within the scope of the pricing.
Thank you. Mr. Omachinsky, any rebuttal?
No, I have no rebuttal. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That ends this this application for 3 Oaklawn, and we will make our decision after we're done the docket today, and you'll receive our decision via mail.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Next item on the docket, number 10, 295 Creekside Road, file number 2652.
And is in person. So, Mr. Applicant, could you please state your full name?
My name is Nansu.
Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Su.
Hey.
Okay. Mr. Omachinsky, we'll start with your presentation, please, on 295 Creekside Road.
Thank you. The roll number is 0309-298-3515. The address is 295 Creekside Road. The neighborhood area is 685 Bridgewater Lakes. The building type is a two-story single dwelling. The effective and year built is 2019. The living area is 2,625 square feet. Basement type is a full basement with a finished, it's a full basement that is finished. There is 2 full baths, 2 half baths, 3 showers, central air, 1 fireplace, and a multiple attached garage. The assessed lot size is 6,138 square feet, and there is a park land influence. The 2027 assessment roll values this property at 861,000, with a total assessment per square feet at $328 and 0 cents per square foot. Moving on to the comparables, all the comparables are in the same neighborhood area as the subject property, Bridgewater Lakes. They are all 2-story building types. The year built ranges from 2013 to 2019. The effective year built is the same. The living area of the comparables ranges from 2,399 to 2,613. The basement, they are all full basements that are finished. Full baths range from 2 to 3, half baths 1 to 2, and showers 1 to 2. They all have central air. Comparables 1, 3, and 4 have a fireplace. Comparable 2 does not. And all comparables have a multiple attached garage. Comparables 1 and 3 additionally have a sunroom, which the subject property does not. The assessed lot size ranges from 5,666 square feet to 5,905 square feet. Comparable 4 has a park influence. Comparable 3 and 4 have park influences, and comparables 1 and 2 have a walkway influence. The time adjusted sale price for the comparables range from $790,500 to $925,800. The time adjusted sale price per square foot ranges from $302.53 to $363.48. My recommendation is that the board can confirm the value of $861,000. And on the back, you can just see a map of the subject property in comparison to where the comparables are located. And that would be my presentation. I am open for questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Su, you have an opportunity to ask Mr. Omachinsky any questions on his presentation.
Yes, I have a couple questions. So, have you ever visited any of those comparisons and also my property?
I have not.
Okay.
This is-
Okay.
Sorry.
The second question is: do you agree that sunroom will add kind of significant value to the house, especially if there's a 4-season sunroom? So what's the value you think the sunroom will be added?
That would depend, like it would, you're correct, it would definitely add value to the home. But it's dependent on if it is a 4-season or 3-season sunroom, and then also dependent on the size of the sunroom itself. So the value of it can really range. I wouldn't be able to confidently put attribute a number value to what a sunroom would add.
Okay, I did some search on the sunroom. So it's in that area, in my area, it's the value is gonna be around 20 to 50K around it for depending on the 3-season sunroom or 4-season sunroom. Do you agree with that?
I would like to confirm if that would be, is that the construction of a sunroom, or would
No,
that
with the
be
value. The construction, when I search the construction will be between 30,000 to 100 if between depending on the 3-season or 4-season. So
Okay.
the value I got is the house value, not the construction cost.
I see.
Do you agree
And
with
yeah,
that?
I can see it that the 30 to 50,000 appears like it would be high to me, but I myself haven't done the research for your neighborhood, so I wouldn't be able to say confidently if it was.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, so the comp 2 and comp 3 do have sunroom, and that's a
Yeah.
factor. And also, how those comparisons are selected? Because when I did so actually 3 of your 4 comparison was on my evidence data, and but they are on the high price range, or they're on the top of the price range. And
Okay.
one of the comp number 2 is not on my list because it's less than 2,500 square footage, which is that's my criteria. I only choose anything above 2,500, and so I extend my range to between 2,350 square footage to 2,650 square footage, and 4 of those comparisons, 3 on the top. So
So
I'm highly questioning what's the basis to select the comparable.
So for myself, finding the comparables, I would be looking for comparables that are within if possible, within the same neighborhood region. I am looking for comparables that would as closely as possible, align with the living area that's recorded. I do agree with you that comparable 2 is lower than the others. And then I would also be looking for comparables that are similar within the same year or effective year built, which is part of the reason why I included comparable 2, because it is the closest in year built and effective year built to the subject property. And then I would be looking at also things like the basement type. If possible, I'd look for comparables that have the same basement type, and if the basement is finished, the same basement finish. And just going through what I had listed here, and looking for comparables that are close to as possible to your home, and looking at their time adjusted sale price and time adjusted sale price per square foot to see if the value can be supported.
Okay. And also, so based on what you explained, this is what I filtered the information with the property with the same 2-story house, and square footage is 25 to 28, and with finished basement, and 3 of those comparison is on the top on the price.
Mr. Su, you'll have an opportunity to present still.
Okay,
after
sure.
we ask
Yeah,
questions, so you'll have lots of, that's okay. I
Yeah.
just, in the essence of time, if you have more questions for Mr. Omachinsky's presentation, feel free to ask them, but you'll have your opportunity to present all your information after we all ask questions.
Okay, I think that's all my question for now.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Seelan, do you have any questions for Mr. Omachinsky?
No, my questions have been asked and answered by the applicant. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Mrs. Anderson, do you have any questions?
I have no questions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I have one question, Mr. Omachinsky.
Yes.
Looking at the map, I guess there's said to be a park influence for the subject property.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's a positive park influence or a negative park influence?
Difficult to say. Typically a park
Keniston
influence
being
is
right there, right?
Yeah. No, I do understand what you're saying. If I'm familiar with the neighborhood that there is between Keniston there should be additional park space, but that small area behind wouldn't be your typical park influence, I would say.
Now, the land influence park, was that taken into account through the model, you think?
Yes, I believe that the model would take into account a park influence, and it would be specific to neighborhoods for how it would attribute the value.
Thank you very much. No further questions. Mr. Su, it's now your opportunity to present.
Okay, thank you. So actually, this is my second time filing the appeal for the Board of Revision, but the last time back in 2024, I was away, so I didn't really present all my information. So my information was based on the sales book download from the city, and I filtered all the same type, which is 2-story house, and the living area between 2,500 and 3,000. And
Let's just get the right page that you're looking at in your hand there. So
yes,
the one
yes,
that
I
says
did.
82 spring water at the top.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay. So we're all looking
So
at the same thing.
yeah. And the third criteria I use is a regular lot, not the walkout or not walkout basement, not waterfront. And I was using the average value, which give me the 2025 average value per square footage is $297.15 per square foot, and that gave me the value of my house value should be around 780K. But I would miss the one point is from the sales book data didn't really show the finished basement or not finished basement. So I include everything, and then after I received the assessor evidence, I looked into that and I did filter out all the non-finished basement. So this is all the only leave the finished basement. So with the finished basement in my area, those are all in my areas. Some are even on my street, and the sales value time just sales value per square footage should be around 305, and my house value should be around 800K. And my last point is on the number 2 birch leaf point, that house is the same builder as mine, and I know it's a couple years earlier, but it's almost same identical interior, and that house actually is one of my close friends. When he sold the house, he only got 700, less than 700 for the same value. And so I've been in that house frequently before he moved to Calgary, and so that's basically my point. So his house only sold for 707, and my house was set at 861. So that's I feel it's not the comparable is not really realistic, and also I said the 3 of the comparable on the list are on the high. I filter this from a high price point to the low price point for the time adjust sales price per square footage. So all those 3 comparison are on the top. So and additionally, I drive through all those comparisons showed up on the assessor report, and they all have outstanding landscaping, and I was able to grab some of the sales photo from agent, and one of the count number 3167 Red Spruce Road, that one has really luxury interior. It's absolutely out of the regular range in my area. And my house is pretty basic and doesn't really have much upgrade on that. I'm asking for reduction for the evaluation to 800 for my house. That's all I want to present. Oh, sorry. One more thing. This is the sales list for number 2 birch leaf point. This my friend sold the house. Before he sold the house, he actually replaced all the flooring and the kitchen. So that's even with that, he only sold for less than 700.
Thank you very much, Mr. Su.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Omachinsky, do you have questions?
I have no questions at this time. Thank you.
Mrs. Anderson, do you have any questions?
Just one thing. Does your house have a sunroom, or
No.
were you just talking about the comparables?
Oh, just
having a
comparable.
sunroom?
I don't have sunroom. The 2 of the comparable has a sunroom. I don't
Okay,
have sunroom.
I didn't hear that properly. I apologize.
No problem.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Seeland. Do you have any questions?
Yes, what would you say the overall condition is of your house? If I were to ask you, is it poor, is it good, very good, excellent? What would you state?
Average to good. And I keep it pretty tidy in my place, but I don't have any fancy upgrade inside my house.
Do you have any major renovations or deficiencies in the house that need to be addressed?
No major renovation after finish the basement because my basement value was already included in I think 21 assessment because 20 to 21 that's when I have my basement finished and the value already increased about 70K on that. And after that, there's nothing, no major renovation on that.
Just to confirm, the value that you're looking for is 800,000 for your house, is that correct?
Yes, 780 to 800. That's my calculation based on the average of all those the finished basement, same type of the house in my neighborhood. Some are on my street. Yeah, if you can, sorry, if you can see, there's two on the same street, 332 Creekside Road and 176 Creekside Road. Their selling prices with the time adjusted sales price, one is 780, another one is 708.
Thank you. That's all my questions, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. My questions were just answered as well. You have an opportunity for rebuttal, Mr. Sue, if you'd like. Anything else to summarize?
I think I'm fine for now.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Omachinsky, anything for rebuttal?
No rebuttal. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That ends the presentations for 295 Creekside Road. We will meet and decide on this after our docket today, and then we'll get you an answer via mail as soon as possible. Thank you very much, Mr. Sue.
Okay, thanks a lot. You guys have a good wonderful day.
You too.
All right, thanks a lot.
On to number 11 on our docket, 125 Red Spruce Road.
Yes, I will admit the applicant now. Through Zoom. I could ask you to unmute.
My apologies. Okay, let's get this 125 Red Spruce Road. Excuse me. Been sworn in, Mrs. Guo? Yes?
Not yet, sorry. Ms. Applicant, would you please state your full name? Oh, I'm sorry, we're not able to hear you.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Sorry. Yeah. My name is Zining Guo.
All right. Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Omachinsky, we'll start with your presentation for 125 Red Spruce Road.
Pardon me, Mr. Chair, there's a preliminary matter, liability taxation.
Oh, I was told that we'll just address that as well. There's nothing, we'll hear on liability to taxation and assessment. The board doesn't necessarily make decisions on liability to taxation, but
Understand. Yeah, totally understand, because that's what I applied for. Yeah.
so we'll hear your case on assessment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Mr. Omachinsky, if you would proceed, please.
Sounds good. The roll number is 030929777805. The address is 125 Red Spruce Road. Neighborhood area is 685 Bridgewater Lakes. It is a two-story single dwelling home. The year built and effective year built are 2016. Living area is 2,342 square feet with a full basement that is unfinished. There is 2 full bathrooms, 1 half bathroom, 1 shower, central air, 1 fireplace, and a multiple attached garage. The assessed lot size is 6,885 square feet with a parkland influence. The 2027 assessment roll values this property at $780,000, with the total assessment per square foot coming in at $333.05 per square foot. Moving on to the comparables, all the comparables are also in Bridgewater Lakes. They are all also 2-story. The year built ranges from 2014 to 2016, with the effective year built ranging from 2014 to 2021. The living area ranges from 2,298 square feet to 2,428 square feet. Comparables 1 and 4 do not have finished full basements, whereas comparables 2 and 3 have a full basement type that is finished. There is 2 full bathrooms on all of the properties, on all the comparable properties. There is a range of 1 to 2 half bathrooms, a range of 1 to 2 showers. All properties have central air. All properties have 1 fireplace, and all comparable properties have a multiple attached garage. The range for assessed lot size comes in at 5,431 square feet to 6,165 square feet. The time adjusted sale price for the properties ranges from $753,400 to $771,100. The time adjusted sale price per square foot has a range of $310.30 per square foot to $334.29 per square foot. My recommendation is that the board can confirm the value of $780,000. And that would be my presentation. I'm open for questions.
Okay,
Thank you,
so
Mr. Omachinsky. Mrs. Guo, you have the opportunity to ask Mr. Omachinsky any questions about his presentation right now. You'll have the opportunity to present your case afterwards.
sure, I will just read my notes because this is my
Just
first time.
Sure, just ask Mr. Omachinsky questions on his presentation right now.
Okay, so my question is, based on the evidence you provided, those are all sold in 2024, right?
Correct.
And then those housing prices is not the same as 2027, which is the value. For example, take the second comparable. For example, the 2027 assessed value is come down to 729,000, which meaning it is decreasing, and mine is increasing, and I want to know why.
So that would be a comparison, or like in that case, you're comparing based on assessed values. For this, I'm just using, for the comparables I'm finding, I'm just using the sale values of homes. I wouldn't be able to speak on why for comparable to 129 Sablewood Road would be decreasing.
And all of them, to be honest, I checked all of them, they all decreased in 2027. And then if you look at the average value of the per square foot, mine is almost the highest. I mean, at least in the highest level, right? And also, I have other things to present. For example,
you will have an opportunity to present your information after asking questions of Mr. Obachinsky. Sorry to stop you, but you're gonna have a lot of time to do that when it's your turn.
And also, for example, the other 2 comparable thing, the second and the third, they all have finished basement. That meaning they will just sell more money, and also the third one has more like bath and shorter than mine as well.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. Yep,
Mhm.
that's correct.
That's all my question for you.
Those are all your questions. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Seeland, do you have any questions for Mr. Omachinsky?
Yes, have you inspected this property?
I have not inspected the property. No, no, sir.
You inspected any of the comparables by chance?
No, I did not inspect the comparables other than reviewing sales photos.
Okay. I'm just looking here. I think it says there's a park influence, and I'm looking at the subject property. Where would that park be on this drawing? Is that to the right of it on your map?
Yeah, so it would share the same park influence as 67 Road, 67 Red Spruce Road. So there's that area. It almost looks like a strange E, if I were to try to explain it, but just directly behind the subject property, that would be the park area there.
So I apologize. Would this be to the south of it? Is that what we're saying? Would this be
It would be to the north.
to the north of it?
Yes. Yeah.
Section there. Okay, so the park would be in front of this home. Behind this home, I'm sorry.
Yeah, behind the home.
100%. Thank you for the clarification. Much appreciated.
Mhm.
That's all my questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Seeland. Mrs. Anderson, do you have any questions?
Just is there any evidence of renovations done to this home?
No.
To my knowledge, no.
Okay, no permits or anything?
No open permits from what I've seen.
Okay, and that is all my questions. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
And I have no further questions. Mrs. Guo, it's your opportunity to present as well.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And I believe you guys had a long day and got a lot of angers from the applicants. I really appreciate the questions you guys ask, and that's also my concern. So, dear members of the Assessment Review Committee, thank you for giving me the opportunity to present. So, to support my concern, I would like to present my concern for 4 perspectives. First, the impact on the property values in my neighborhood. So I sent 4 evidence about the recent sold houses around my area, which is 95 Eagleview Road. This property has 2 stories and 7 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, approximately 2,333 square feet. Was built in 2016, has a finished basement and sold for 695,000. Okay. Second, the other property is 300 Bridge Lake Drive. This property has 2 stories, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and 2,356 square feet. And
if I can interject, Mr. Guo, Mrs. Guo, our reference date is April 1st, 2025, and we can't consider any valuations beyond April 1st, 2025 for this assessment.
Okay.
You've got solds that are past April 1st, 2025 here. Do you have any other data that's the reference date or earlier?
No, this is the recent. I thought the recent were reflecting the housing market. That's why I got
except tax assessment comes later. It's not the current market. Tax assessment has a reference date of April 1st, 2025. So we can look at things up until that date, like any sold data prior to that.
Okay.
And anything afterwards, we can't consider.
Okay. So the other thing is, when it comes to the compatible properties around my location, I'm not sure how we define a walkway, but my house borders walkways on 2 sides, the east and the north. However, the map is only indicating the park. So the actual situation is quite different. My house at my home does not face the park main green space or scenic area. Instead, it faces 2 pedestrian pathways that serves as an access route to the park. So my home overlooks a busy roadway with pedestrians frequently walking along the sidewalks immediately surrounding my property. That means anyone can easily access my property from either side. Sometimes my plants located around the fence get damaged. To be honest, I found it yesterday and I didn't know when and who did it. So the very similar property is like 67 Red Spruce Road you guys offered me. It states in the map that has a walkway. However, it's only has a walkway on its south side. The other side back directly onto a park, which much better than my situation, but my land influences only stated park, which I don't really agree because it's basically a road lead to the park. Regarding the other misleading information on the map, there is a hydro box located directly between my property and my neighbor 119 Red Spruce Road. It's never indicated in the map. And in addition, there is a metal utility access cover in or on my property. It gets in the way of the lawn maintenance. Sometimes it damages my lawn mower. And if I have to spend money to repair it. I think when assessing a house value from the city side, at least those information should correctly collected and take into consideration as well. Compared to the neighbors located on the opposite of the driveway in front of my house, which stated highway as conditions of their property on the map. We are sharing the same community, the same public services, and my property is also affected by the highway noise. At night, I frequently hear the loud traffic, including the speeding vehicles and cars with modified exhaust systems. Therefore, I don't believe such a significant premium is justified compares to the neighbors opposite to the road. I have this concern because I noticed this year, my property's value has been increased dramatically from last year, like 2026, which is 706,000, now to 780,000. However, my neighbors, even my direct, like immediate neighbor, the 119 only had 40,000 increases, but I am I afford more, which is 74,000 a year. The neighbors located opposite to the driveway, they only had about 1,000, some of them, I checked all of them, and some of them maybe $10,000. So those homes are extremely close to my property and share the same neighborhood market conditions, because when they're looking for a house, they all know this is Bridgewater Lake. Nobody will think about this one is the highway, the other one is not, because mine is not really a park. So therefore, the much higher increase applied to my property appears inconsistent and requires further review. I also like to explain my concern not simply about reducing my property tax. The current tax burden has become difficult for me to manage. So I really consider to sell my property, and my agent talked to me. They said, if I make big renovation, they may sell it for 700,000, but they can't guarantee. So those feedbacks from the local real estate professionals further support my concern that currently assessed value does not reflect the actual market value of my property. So for those reasons, I respectfully ask the community to review all of those factors and determine a fair and accurate assessed value that better reflects the true market condition and actual characteristics of my property. Thank you very much for your time and consideration.
Thank you very much. Mr. Omachinsky, do you have any questions for Mrs. Gould?
I have no questions at this time. Thank you.
Ms. Anderson, do you have any questions for Ms. Gould?
Thank you for describing your property's location so explicitly. That actually helps me a lot in making our deliberations. The one question I have for you is, what do you think a fair value for your home is?
I would say 680 to 700 will be fair compared to the value because my house has no renovations, I can't say very poor look, but compared to my immediate neighbor, it's not really attracting appearance. If you ever walk around, you see my house, it's not really, yeah.
Okay, well, and thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Thank you. Mr. Seelan, do you have any questions?
Yes, you mentioned that there's highway noise. Is that from Bison Drive?
I'm not really sure, but my master bedroom was in the north, so should be from, I guess, from my north. But my husband and my son, their bedroom was like in the south, so those noises maybe from the Basin Drive, I guess, I believe. And every night I feel like, oh, don't let me hear those noise. I need to sleep. Sometimes I have to take some medications, and it's affecting, yeah.
Do you know what the speed is on Bison Drive? Do you know what the actual speed limit is on that drive?
I don't really know the speed, but to be honest, because there is also a pedestrian way, if we click the button and it will stop the vehicles, and we walk there very often, there's not a lot of vehicles in daytime, but in nighttime, sometimes I hear very loud, like cycling noises, like they are racing, like those, yeah, from the engine, yeah.
Thank you. You mentioned there's a hydro box. Is that right in front of your property, or is that in front
This
of
is between my neighbor and mine, and the metal cap is like elevated from the ground. That is in my property. So when I'm cutting my grass, it's gave me very hard time because I can't touch those areas because one time I just pull my mower and it's damaged, and yeah.
You mentioned two walkways, if I
Yes,
am
yes,
correct. Is that one in
exactly.
front of the house or one beside the house?
So sorry. So my house, the west is a neighbor, the south is the driveway, and then the east and north both walkways. The east is a main walkway just to lead to the park. But however, I said I don't really see a park. In front of me is a road. I do see some green like straw. However, it's mainly the road and pedestrians they walking around and too close to my house. I don't really stay backyard because I feel awkward whenever people walking around. Yes.
Now you mentioned your fence was broken. Is that the fence that is on
Yes,
the
in
walkways?
the north by the walkway. Yes, because between me and my neighbor, we built a different wooden fence, and the other is all from the public. They are metal, and then one part of it is like bended, and also my plants get damaged. I really don't know who did it and when it's done. And also last winter, I found something just by the fence on my yard, but it looks scary. I don't know who left them there. Like they're throwing like garbage, really affecting my experience of, yeah, residency.
Thank you. That's all my questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think all my questions have been answered. Did you have something? Belen, did you have something to add? No, Belen.
No?
No? Okay. Then that concludes the presentations for both. Oh, do you have any rebuttal? Sorry, Mrs. Gao. Sorry.
No, no worries. And no, because I really didn't know because this is my first time. I don't know how to prepare. So I get the recent housing price, but I also checked the ones you offered me, and I feel like I'm still paying more than that. Now, this year I paid 7,818 except like the reductions, which is too much. I don't earn that much money. It's not affordable.
Thank you. Mr. Omachinsky, any rebuttal?
No, I have no rebuttal. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and that concludes our 125 Red Spruce Road. We will deliberate after we're done the docket today and get you an answer as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We have one last on the docket today, 701 Coventry Avenue.
Yes, that applicant is not present.
Not present, so we'll have Mr. Omachinsky present the city side on this property then. 125 Red Spruce Road. Oh no, sorry, 701 Coventry Avenue. Sorry, I had to read my own handwriting, not the one we just did. File number 2674.
Right. I can begin?
Yes, please.
All right. Roll number is 010026.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
we need to have that decision made in camera before we can.
Oh, okay. Yes, thank you. Sorry. Thank you for that. We'll go in camera to decide whether we're going to hear the city's application.
All right, Mr. Chair, we are once again live.
Thank you. Calling the meeting back to order. We're going to go back to item number 4 on the docket, 701 Coventry Road. The members of the Board of Revision have decided that we're going to hear the city's presentation on 701 Coventry. Mr. Omachinsky, when you're ready to present, please.
Okay, thank you. Roll number is 0100267200. The address is 701 Coventry Road. Neighborhood area is 614 Eric Roy or Coy. Building type 1 story. The year built is 1956, with the effective year built being 1976. Living area comes in at 1,308 square feet. The basement type is a full basement that is finished. There is 1 full bath, 2 half baths, and 1 shower. There is central air. There is 2 fireplaces, multiple attached garage, and a sunroom. The lot size is 24,178 square feet, with the 2027 assessment roll valuing the property at $583,000, with the total assessment per square foot being $445.72 square feet. For the comparables, there is all the comparables are 1 story. The range for the year built ranges from 1944 to 1979. The effective year built ranges from 1964 to 1984. The living area ranges from 1,120 square feet to 1,749 square feet. All of the comparables, except for comparable 2, have a finished full basement that is finished. Comparable 2 has a full basement type that is unfinished. For full bathrooms, I believe the range is 0 to, yes, the range for full bathrooms is 0 to 1. The range for half baths is 0 to 2, and the range for showers is 0 to 2. All properties have central air except for comparable 8. And there is for comparables 1, 3, 4. For 1, 3, and 4, there is a multiple detached garage. And then for comparables 2, 7, 9, and 10, they have a multiple attached, with comparables 5, 6, and 8 having a single attached garage. For the assessed lot size, the range is 13,203 square feet to 26,499 square feet. The time adjusted sale price ranges from $479,800 to $593,400, with a price per square foot ranging from $310.01 to $529.82. I would point to comparable one being likely the strongest comparable, in my opinion, due to having although it is slightly smaller, it has a similar effective year built and effective a year built amount put on the property, where the subject property is 20 years. The effective year built for the comparable one is 15. And they have a similar bathroom layout and a similar lot size as well. I would point more towards the time adjusted sale price compared to the time adjusted sale price per square foot for that comparable. I would ask that the Board of Revision or the board can confirm the value of 583,000 today, and that would be my presentation. I am open for questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Omachinsky. Mr. Seelan, do you have any questions for Mr. Omachinsky?
No questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Anderson, do you have any questions for Mr. Omachinsky?
No questions, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
And I have no questions. Thank you very much, Mr. Omachinsky. I think this concludes our docket today.
Okay, thank you very much.
You have a wonderful day.
You as well. Take care, everybody.
Yes, you too. Take care.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
This
Bye.
concludes the meeting today. Or the hearing.
Mr. Chair, would you like to adjourn our meeting?
Yes, I'd like to adjourn the meeting. I said this concludes our meeting, but I guess adjourn is fine. I now officially adjourn the meeting today. Thank you.
Thank you.